Marching and dead bugs are great pre-Pilates mat exercises that we can use to help teach trunk and pelvic stability while the lower extremities are moving. So how do we keep our torso still and move our legs in different positions and maintain that neutral spine? So for marching and dead bugs, let's start on our backs, laying down and finding your neutral spine. Feet are flat on the floor, right at hip distance apart, arms down by your sides. Starting with marching. So we are in our neutral spine here. Tailbone is heavy, pelvis is flat on the mat, rib cage is grounded. Our goal now is to keep that positioning as we pick the right leg up into a tabletop position where we've got the knee directly over the hip, the foot in line with the knee. Lower that side down, and then gently picking up the other side and lowering it down, ideally without a major shift from right to left in the pelvis and without arching and tucking the tail. For our dead bugs, it's essentially the same concept. We just start in a tabletop position. So gently lift your legs into a tabletop position, about either hip distance apart or legs glued together. And from here, just going to gently start to dip one side down towards the floor, almost as if you were going to dip your toes into a pool. Gently lift that leg back up and lower the other down. And you just simply march back and forth from there. So our common problems with both marching and dead bug are frequently the same, but they look slightly different. So with marching, one of the things that we'll see is that people just kind of rock the pelvis right and left when we're wanting them to keep their weight equally distributed. They will often kind of pull the knee in closer to the chest than needed, which will then posteriorly tilt the pelvis. So having them stop at that straight up and down line position. And then also paying attention to what the standing leg is doing while we move the other. So making sure it's not working out to the side or in or doing anything crazy while we move the opposite. For dead bugs, we kind of have the similar things to look for. Making sure people are staying in a range that they can maintain this neutral pelvis. So if you see somebody doing a dead bug and they're consistently arching their lower back as they drop their foot, try cueing them to keep that neutral spine position. And if they're not able to get there, just have them move in a little bit of a smaller range or back up to marching. So all the other same things apply, keeping the weight side to side, making sure that the leg that is not moving is truly not moving. And then we can also start to add some arms. So you can go opposite arm, opposite leg. This is a more traditional dead bug, but you could also do same arm, same leg. Lots of variations you can begin to add.